So this is AC Starler 29 and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I just finished Ghostbusters and all that. But here's the next movie that I watched. It's on Netflix. It's directed by and produced by Lynn Miranda, famously known as Hamilton. What's her name, man? My name is Alexander Hamilton. There's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. And also famously known also for the movie that just came out this last summer, In the Heights, where he also produced and directed and also wrote that play on Broadway as well. He's back with another movie that he again produced and directed called Tick Tick Boom, about a Broadway writer, about a Broadway, yeah, about a Broadway musical writer, and also producer of certain musicals, like a Broadway stage production called Tick Tick Boom, and he's also famously known. This person that he direct the movie that Lin Miranda made here on Netflix is famously known for Rent. Now, if you've seen the movie Rent or seen it on Broadway, you know what I'm talking about. So it's about a guy named Jonathan Larson, and he is a struggling. Well, he's not struggling. He's just a musical writer, but he's struggling through life. Basically, living his life as a person in a diner to support himself while he's writing a musical about a futuristic musical. I forgot the name that he called it in the movie, but if you watch this movie, he will explain it to you. But it's a futuristic musical, and they did like a little showcase of it, and the showcase went well, but no one wanted to pick it up because it was a futuristic thing. So his agent and everyone else told him the next one that you write about, write about something that you know. So that's what he did. He wrote something that he knew that was going to be popular. So he did Tick Tick. He did Rent. That was the one he wrote and knew about is Rent, and he didn't get to see. He didn't get to see it on opening day because, well, he had died of a heart aneurysm, and he couldn't see it on opening day. Someone did, but it wasn't him. But also did the stage performance of Tick Tick Boom, and Andrew Garfield, as known as Amazing Spider-Man, Peter Parker, as we all know him, and also some other movies. He plays Jonathan Larson in this, and he reenacts the stage, his first ever stage performance of Tick Tick Boom, while he's telling the story of his life, and also singing certain songs that he wrote in Tick Tick Boom during the story of his life. And he has interesting, amazing friends. He has a lovely girlfriend, and they have their problems and their troubles. And most of his friends were, gay or now as known as LGBTQ community. And back then, that was a part of the AIDS pandemic, and some of his closest friends got AIDS, and so does his best friend got AIDS, and that was also a struggle for him and all that stuff. But also there's some Easter eggs in this, and I normally wouldn't do this in a review, but they're clear Easter eggs. So if you know Lin-Manuel Miranda, he is Hamilton. He's also the Biagua guy, and In the Heights, and now he's also a diner cook in Tick Tick Boom. If you know Angelica from Hamilton, she's also the voice of Mrs. Nobody in Fast and the Furious Netflix series. I don't know if they're coming back for another season for that, but she's also in the movie as just a random person, in a diner. Um, Number three, you see Eliza. Forgiveness. Eliza. You see Eliza uh, in this. Also, she's also played in a movie on Netflix about Asian culture, but I haven't seen that one. And also, Lin-Manuel also has another one, Netflix movie on there, which I need to watch, that he plays a monkey, but that's besides the point. And you also see the hairdresser from In the Heights in this at the same diner. So you see Lynn, you see Angelica, you see Eliza, and you see the hairdresser all in one scene in the same scene in the diner from Lynn's other productions. So you see three legacy characters from Hamilton. You see one legacy character from In the Heights, in that one scene. But the rest of it, this movie is just fantastic. It goes throughout his life. Andrew Garfield's fantastic. You do see a little bit of his Spider-Man stance where he's like looking at lyrics and he's bending down. And he's kind of like has his hand right by the lyrics, kind of like Spider-Man. He also does like a climbs over this fence to play his piano in this like big outdoor stadium in New York. Kind of remind me a little bit of an Easter egg of Spider-Man, kind of in a little way, even though this is way before Spider-Man, because the guy died February 4th, 1990 on his birthday. Now, not on his birthday, but the movie ends on his 30th birthday, and he talked about that how he's almost 30 and he doesn't have a play out and he wants to get his play out because other people have plays out like Cats and other ones that are playing back in the 90s. And he also wrote a rap song in this, and it was also on his TikTok called Play Game or something like that. It was an interesting thing. You have the lead rapper from the Roots from Jimmy Fallon in that, also to be in that part, and he also was auditioning for a part in a play, so it was actually kind of funny. But Lin also did a very fantastic job with this movie as well, just like he did with his own thing of Hamilton and In the Heights. And he even stated that when he was on promoting this movie with Jimmy Fallon, that the apartment that John Larson was in, that Andrew Garfield portrayed, is that he also had like a small apartment and had a piano and writing songs exactly just like Jonathan Larson. So yeah, and he also said if it wasn't for Jonathan Larson to have this play out rent, you wouldn't have plays like Hamilton or In the Heights or any other one, maybe Lion King and maybe Spider-Man and Wicked and all these other ones if it wasn't for rent. Not just Alexander Hamilton. What's your name, man? My name is Alexander Hamilton. There's a lot of things, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait. Not just that. It was other plays as well. So this movie's fantastic. I highly recommend checking it out on Netflix. There's other movies on Netflix, Red Notice, and also Harder They Fall. Harder Than Fall if you don't really want to watch this one, but I highly recommend watching Tick Tick Boom. You will have an experience with it. You will have a different experience of Andrew Garfield, separate away from Spider-Man. And even if I had to talk about Andrew Garfield, doing another wonderful performance, Hacksaw Ridge, watch that as well. That's a wonderful performance of him being different from as we know him. And yeah, that's Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom was a very interesting story, and it felt real, or it felt real organic. It felt real organic um, authentic, transparent to other times of his life and the times of the AIDS pandemic and all these different things. And he really felt that Andrew Garfield put himself in the life of that person, of Jonathan Larson, and the way he lived and the way he acted and the way he did things and the way that he portrayed him. Even this movie also this movie also fourth wall breaks, because as Andrew Garfield plays Jonathan Larson, he also breaks the fourth wall and talks to us, talks to the audience about how he's feeling about every little moment that he's in. Like he was at one point going to be doing like pitching ideas for for commercials, for ads and stuff, and maybe write jingles, and then he tells you that this could be the rest of my life. I'm enjoying this. I could really do this for a living. I can have a 401k. I can have money on all stuff. And then when they were talking about like what the actual product is, he's like, this could be my life. I can do this for the rest of my life. He kind of talks to you like that, kind of like Deadpool, but more not so rated R, not so raunchy, that is, if you know what I mean, but kind of like Deadpool, but in a more cleaner aspect of it. But yeah, this has been Tick Tick Boom, and it's very interesting. Highly recommend checking it out. So put a like behind this. Put a like behind this if you like this. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, just do all those things. And I'm checking out. Peace out. See you guys later.